Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Mandy.
And welcome back to the Newlywed game.
Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. That's not the Newlywed.
That was like the Price is Right song.
Close enough.
Come on down.
Come on down. So we're going to play some more questions today.
Yeah.
Learn some more stuff.
We had such a fun time doing the first set that we were like, fuck it, let's do some more.
Yeah. We banked on the fact they would like it.
People are going to like this.
They'll like it. It'll be fine.
If they didn't like it, this video is going to go over super well.
0 views. Yeah. All dislikes.
No views, but still like 300 dislikes somehow. Somehow they clicked on the link to dislike without ever even opening the video.
Impressive.
Anyway, if you don't remember, the way this works, as Mandy explained last time, and now I know, because we've done it a little bit, is there are going to be some questions, and the question will pop up on screen, and we'll read it out loud, and the idea is that we should come to the same answer somehow. So the question will be like, what's the best place in the world? And we should both be like,
Cincinnati.
Chicago, the natty. See? Cincinnati. The thing we both said. Nailed it. This is going to go well.
Probably.
What adjective would you use to describe Mandy? Picked a hard one to spell.
I know, I hope I spelled mine right.
Alright, ready? Huh.
Oh.
Aw.
Beautiful, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
What did you think I was gonna say? Stinky.
Well, I thought that you were talking about how I'm smart, because that's like my defining characteristic.
Real tall.
I'm getting a PhD, you know, I'm a smart person. I wouldn't think beautiful is what.
It was between smart and beautiful. I mean, so that's a thing though, that is that word. I like that word because it's broader, because it's smart really pigeonholes it into like, I like how witty you are.
Well, that's why I said intelligent.
But beautiful is like, I find it beautiful the way your mind works, because in some ways your mind is like crazy and frantic, and I can't, it's like disorganized and crazy, and I don't, but in the way it works as a whole, your mind is like fascinatingly complex and intelligent, and you know, when you work on school stuff, you work like really aggressively. It's like it's a battle to the death between you and whatever problem you're working on.
No, I just have to know.
I know. Well, I know, but it's the way that you attack it. The way your mind works. You're so like fierce and passionate about everything, even when it's like a lot of the stuff you're working on for your dissertation is like, I'm trying to figure out why how this one little minute thing to make it more accurate, and I'm like, the name of that sounds kind of dull to me, and you're like, it is dull, but I just need to know the answer. Yeah, it's just cool.
Well, but that usually when people think of beautiful, they're talking about looks.
I mean, in
but
general,
that's not how you're.
I mean that in both, because also your looks. I think you're very beautiful, but I don't think just how beautiful you are or just how smart you are encompasses the thing I would use to describe you.
Oh. I love this one.
Should have gone with real tall.
Tall?
I mean, pretty tall for a girl.
Yeah, a little above
real
average.
Tall.
Okay, what is a surprising talent of Bob's? Well, I can think of something really dirty.
Oh God! Oh jeez. No. This is.
I'm trying to keep it
PG-13. Yeah, easy. You're not writing anything.
I'm thinking. Okay. It's hard. Is it surprising to me or surprising to them?
Surprising to like a normal person. Obviously, there's probably not a lot about me you'd find super surprising at this point.
Do you think we wrote the same thing?
That was surprisingly close to. I thought mine's kind of a joke.
Ready?
Chugging beer. Okay, that's better than mine.
Pretty on command.
I mean, it's not perfect, but yes, anyone who has spent an extended amount of time hanging out with me knows that I do like a comedically timed fart.
He does. But so mine, he's the best beer chugger that you will ever meet.
This is probably true. I am not that I hung out with a lot of people who were like heavy drinkers in college, but among the party people that
I mean,
hung out
literally,
with
he can
and
chug
drank with.
faster than the beer can come out of the can.
Yeah,
he
I
just
need to chug
turns
out
it
of-
over and just like it just slides down his throat. I don't know how he does it. Shut up.
Phrasing. No, but yeah, I need to chug out of like a cup to achieve maximum speed because the can, it doesn't pour out of the can fast enough for me at the speed at which I can drink a liquid. It sounds less impressive the more we talk about it.
It's really fast though. like never try and race him. One time I was convinced that I could beat him if I drank smaller amounts. No.
Well, didn't I
Still
beat you
wrecked.
still when it was like I had a full cup and you had like less
well,
than
to be
half?
fair, I was drinking things that I would think was more alcoholic. I was drinking wine and you were drinking
Well,
beer.
but I was drinking carbonated beer,
Right. So
which is hard to chug.
yeah, I'm not a chugger. Anyone who knows seen me take shots,
Not at
tried to
all.
chug, not a chugger.
Not at all.
He's impressive though, so
We'll have to do
surprising
that
talent.
someday in a video.
maybe.
No, I can just chug water. Water's super easy. It's not carbonated or cold or anything.
Sometimes it's cold.
I mean, it doesn't have to be cold though. Beer's gross if it's not cold. What is Bob's most prized possession? I don't think we have the same answer for this one.
Ready?
I almost put that.
Uh,
Mine's small, but it says my other ring
yeah.
because it's not my wedding ring, which obviously I have, but this one.
Screw that ring.
I mean, my wedding ring is important, but you know, it's this is the one that I'm more protective of because I've had it for longer. Well, it's not gonna focus. Whatever. It's ring. It's blue. It's like the first present you ever got from me. Mm-hmm. We went on a
Because we got together in November and it was
Yeah.
a Christmas present.
Yeah, well, and it was crazy. We got together in the beginning-ish of November, near the beginning of November.
11, 17.
Yeah, middle of November. That's what I said. And we went on a trip over New Year's to Myrtle Beach, where we drove down and we were with your sister and her boyfriend and a friend, 2 friends. They were also a couple. And so after only having dated for like a month, a little over a month-ish, we went on this trip and you got me this and I got you.
God knows what.
No, I remember because it was embarrassing.
What'd you get me?
Remember because you really liked, we used to always look and find Orion's belt and you really liked Orion's belt.
Yeah.
And so I got her, I was like, I'll be really clever. And I got her a charm bracelet with 3 stars on it for Orion's belt, which she had only gotten a few times from a few previous boyfriends.
No, the ones I had gotten from previous boyfriends were hearts, but that was kind of a funny story from 2 different guys for the same Christmas. I got 2 identical bracelets,
Yeah.
and so then my boyfriend after that thought it would be funny to get me another one of them, so I had 3 of these bracelets. Anyway, Bob got me that, and it immediately broke, and all the
yeah, it
scars
broke.
broke
I
off
remember that.
instantly,
That was a
which
good
was
purchase.
pretty sad. So I wore it about once, and
Cool. Yours was better than mine.
well, it was the thought that counts, and that was good.
Thanks, Mom that's disapproving but trying to hide it.
I didn't remember it all until you said it. I didn't remember.
Yeah, I'm not good at presents. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, well, this one's easy.
Okay, well, let's not do it then.
Our song, this question is, what is our song? And do we want to say it at the same time?
Okay.
I know you know it.
It's The
Gambler
Gambler by
by
Fun.
The best song ever.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's like a video game, like, you got the key.
Hey, that's in that song. If you don't know that song, go look it up on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
it's
The
really
Gambler
cute.
by Fun. Great
and
song.
so the end of the story of our first date at Harry Potter was we were really early because it was a premiere and you had to get there early to get a good seat. And so we were sitting there listening to his iPod, and he didn't know that I knew them because it was before they were popular. And I put it on, and he looked at me with the most lovey eyes you have ever seen. Like, if you had to ask me when I thought that the moment was that he loved me, it would have been that moment when I put it on. He was like, "You know this? You're the best girl I've ever known.
It's funny because you didn't actually know who they were.
Yes, I did. I knew that song because Carly had played it for me.
Oh, okay.
My roommate, who had knew his roommate, and they had dated at some point, but he had played it for her, who had played it for me, and so I had heard about it through the grapevine, but I didn't want to ruin the magic.
Yeah, I was impressed. I liked Fun before they were popular.
Yeah, they were better on their first CD.
They got really big, and now they're broken up or whatever, and the lead singer's doing some shit.
Some terrible music
but yeah,
these days.
A friend got me into Fun
and we went to one of their
years
concerts
before their really big break.
Yeah.
And we did.
Before it was big, because it was a small concert.
Yeah,
too.
we got
one
tickets to a concert at like a 500-person venue in northern Kentucky. It was cool, man.
It was super fun.
That was the same venue where my funk band won Best Funk Band in the Cincinnati tri-state area 2 years in a row.
Woohoo!
So that's
funky.
That's impressive, right?
They played at our wedding.
Yeah, I got to play a couple songs. It was awesome.
It was fun. What is Mandy's comfort food? There are 2 things that I can think of.
All right, did I do it right?
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah!
Yay! Mashed potatoes.
Mashed
I love
potatoes
mashed
are like
potatoes.
one of Mandy's favorite foods.
Homemade mashed potatoes.
all
You have to
time.
make them correctly, like my mommy makes them.
Butter
They're amazing.
and like milk or whatever. And
yeah, delicious. Just plain. Like it doesn't even have to be like fancy, like people who put garlic in or like does fancy shit. No. Just straight up mashed potatoes, butter, milk, done correctly, delicious.
Nailed it.
Yep.
What did Mandy want to be when she grew up? When she was a kid?
That was such a well-phrased question. Who could have possibly written that? Self-burn. I don't think you're doing it right. I hear too much writing. Ready?
Ah, crap. Mine's not inaccurate.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do for a job.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so I'm talking little kid.
Okay, I could have got that.
Yeah, I did a lot of plays and stuff when I was little, and it was always really fun. And the best one was when I was 16. I got to get engaged in a play, and I was one of the leads, and it was super fun. It was a terrible play, but it was very fun to do all that and to memorize all the lines. And I wanted to be an actress because I'm pretty dramatic, in case you didn't notice. But
a little.
I think it's like a weird like departure that somehow this YouTube thing then happened now, because it's along those lines. You're like a personality type thing. I don't know.
You get to be dramatic as much as you
I
want
can be
on
as
camera.
dramatic as I want and no one can say anything.
Tone it down a little. Okay,
But that's what I wanted to be when I was little, and I grew up to be a PhD statistician. Whoops.
Whatever. In the middle, where my answer came from, when you were less little but not grown up yet, you were a really intense swimmer, which
is
what
a
led to
hardcore.
Ruining your shoulders, which is awesome.
Also my ridiculous badonk.
But yeah, you swam like crazy, and you were really good.
These scars.
I don't think those are gonna show up on camera.
Okay.
You can see them because of like the texture, but they're not like miscolored or anything. They're not bad.
I had
scars.
orthoscopic surgery on both shoulders. Sucks, but
you were Olympics bound. Until
they
your
still kind of suck. Yeah, that's why my name is Flipper12012. So I was a really actually quite accomplished long distance swimmer, which just means I swam like the mile or like 1,000 was my best event. And I set records and stuff, which was awesome. But I overtrained and my arms grew together too loose when I was young, so they had to tighten them up. And I was never the same.
Nope, they still kind of suck.
They do, but
when we swim in the summer, when you do it carefully and you stretch and stuff,
yeah, just
they get
casually,
a lot better.
it's okay.
It helps, but
generally they just kind of suck.
Yeah, your shoulders just like hurt arbitrarily throughout the year for no reason.
But that's okay.
Whatever. I was half right on that one.
Oh, I didn't finish that. So my team was the Flippers.
Oh, right.
And my coach always said that I was going to go to the Olympics in 2012, which happened and it didn't happen. So, but actually, one of my friends went to the trials in 2016. So,
which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. But,
she was like one of your competitors.
yeah, but I was better than her. but now, not so much. So,
how life changes, huh? What is the best meal you've ever had together? God, I didn't leave myself enough space. Okay, ready? We both wrote for a pretty
yeah. I bet we
time.
got it. This one, I would be surprised if we didn't match up on this one.
Pasta class on honeymoon.
Yes.
Yeah. That food fucking haunts my dreams.
It was so good. There was this guy, so he was like Italian, but he was we went on our honeymoon in Savannah, and we had a cooking class, and it was a pasta making class, and he just made the sauces, and it was so good.
Yeah. Savannah, Georgia. We stayed at the Mansion on Forsyth Hotel, awesome hotel, and the restaurant in that hotel is where we did that. This guy was fantastic. While we were doing that, I was like asking him questions because I'm not like, I don't do cooking, but I'm like a food person, so I know a little bit. And he was like, yeah, I built my own smoking cabinet out of an old refrigerator. You know, because it's got an airtight seal on the front door, and you just drill a hole in the back, and then you have another cabinet where you smoke the wood. And I was like, damn. And he's like, yeah, I make my own pancetta and you know, cured meats and stuff. And I was just like, this dude's fucking.
So
cool.
we made spaghetti marinara, pasta carbonara, and gnocchi with like a brown butter sauce.
All from scratch. All sauces and pastas.
And we just
scratch.
made the pasta, which like, how the fuck do you mess up pasta?
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
I mean, and he made the delicious part.
But this guy made the most delicious sauces.
And we just had like a bottle of red wine, and we had just made it together, and the family that we made it with was pretty funny.
They were hilarious. They were talking about turning their kitchen into like a rec room because no one ever cooked in their family or something. They always just order food, and they were taking this cooking class and like
just for fun.
They were those people where they were like, ew, what do I do? Like, ew, you have to touch it? And it's like, awesome. This was a great decision for you guys. I mean, they had fun. It was fun. They were really funny to hang out with. But that whole experience was awesome. And that freaking carbonara that he made haunts my dreams forever.
For me, it was the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce, I've never had anything like it. With the fresh pasta, it was just so good.
So good.
It was amazing. Never had a better meal.
What is Bob's favorite alcoholic drink? Okay, you know your answer to this one, so just to be clear for me, is this like favorite drink, like mixed drink, and not just like favorite liquor?
No, favorite anything that is alcohol. And there are 2 answers to this, and so that's why. Actually, there are 3 answers to this, and so it's picking 1 out of 3. Ready?
Dang it.
Sad.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
And gin and tonic is the third one.
Yeah.
I used to only drink gin and tonic, but I've sort of grown away from that.
But he doesn't really drink it anymore. It's Christmas in your mouth.
I mean, I still like it. I just I don't like having to hunt down diet tonic water. Look at the bars and stuff.
They don't usually
diet
have
tonic.
it.
So it's easier to just be like, yeah, beer. Even though beer's not sugar-free.
But you like beer. I think that would be like your choice. I mean, bourbon you have sometimes when you're like fancy, super celebrating something, I guess. But like your go-to drink is definitely a beer.
That's true. I like a good wheat beer.
You do. I had a really good wheat beer for dinner.
Bell's Oberon.
It was good. It was good.
One of my favorites.
What does Mandy have too much of? Uh-oh.
I know my answer for this one.
Oh, God.
Well, so is this like you own too much, or is this just like anything that you have too much of?
I don't know. How are we interpreting it?
Well, I'll interpret it my way, and you interpret it your way. I think we came up with different answers.
I know, it didn't sound like we wrote the same thing. Ready?
Yeah.
Cups! You mean cups by the bed?
Yes. Well,
specifically cups by the bed.
In general, cups. Mandy's a goddamn cup hoarder. It's like everywhere
my greatest
she
weakness.
sits, like in our house, I don't know if everyone does this, but like Mandy usually sits in the same spot on like the couch, and like she has her spot next to her bed, and like that side of the desk is like Mandy's desk. I see
1, 2, 3,
4 drink containers from here right now. And I've got a bunch on mine too.
Yeah.
To be fair. This is where mine accumulate, but all over the house, wherever Mandy's stuff is,
I lose my
there's like
cups.
infinite amounts of cups. Like, and on her nightstand, it's like a rectangular nightstand. If you let it go, it like for like a month, it'll just be stacked to the edges with cups, and like cups on cups, cups falling off the side. It's like every time she wants a drink, she's like, I need a new cup.
Well, I don't remember where I left my last one.
It's probably in one of those spots where all those cups are.
I know, but you have to know which one is the fresh one.
It's just really funny because there comes a point at every like a couple weeks where it's just like, okay,
we have no
we
cups.
need to do something
because
about the
Mandy
cups.
has all the cups.
We need to do something about the cup situation. It's
But
bad
you
again.
love me anyway.
yeah, no, it's just, I mean, I don't care. It's funny. That's why I picked that one, because it's really funny how many cups you will put in the same spot before we like.
See, I thought you were gonna be nice and say stress because I stress out a lot, and
That's true.
that's the thing I have too much of.
That's true. Stress is probably a more real answer.
But I also have too many cups by my nightstand. True. What percentage of Bob's videos does Mandy watch?
I don't know if we're gonna come up with exactly the same percentage. I feel like this one's kind of a stretch. There's like 100 different percentages it could be.
It's 100 multiple choice question. Ready?
I pick C.
Always pick C. Ah, we win!
Shit.
We win!
Came to the same conclusion. Also, my answer in my head was just the ones that she's actually in.
No, sometimes.
That's pretty much the only.
Nah, I watch some of your videos when there are things I want to watch.
You like Overwatch? Have you watched today's Overwatch video?
No, but I do actually want to watch that because I want to see what you shenanigans do. No, I watched your whole series with Jack playing Portal.
Well,
I watched
love
the
that
whole
game,
thing.
though, and you love Jack.
I do love Jack. Don't tell my husband.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff she likes more than me. What are you gonna do?
I should have put Jacksepticeye instead.
Jack Spidicey. It's your favorite YouTuber.
Okay. Okay, so you learned way more things than you ever wanted to know.
I just want to say, I feel like a larger proportion of these questions were like, why does Bob stink so much? And there was like one that was like, what's awesome about Mandy? I feel like it just led to a lot of things where it's like, this one time, oh man,
Hey,
Bob was an idiot.
What was Bob's best adjective? What was Bob? Oh, those were from
Some
last
of those were
time.
last time.
Whatever.
I just feel like there's been a lot said about me in these videos. More than has been said about you.
You should write the questions if you don't like the questions. So, you know.
That's fair.
Maybe next time you can write the questions.
Whatever.
So.
I mean, it was funny. I got to tell some dumb stories of myself in the past, so that's cool.
And some cute ones.
And the carbonara.
You got that.
Dreams.
You got that. Forever.
God, that
if
was
we could
delicious.
find that dude, I would pay him so much
I know.
money.
I just
want to
find him and be like,
again.
come and live with us. Whatever you want, man. I'll rub your feet every night. Just make us that same food.
Will you
please.
even have gay sex with him? That's where the line is? Okay,
No,
we know where the line is now.
It's just food. I would need some time to think that one through. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You should subscribe. Fucking hit the mic every time.
Subscribe
somewhere down. I hit your mic. That's new. That's a new twist. I can hit this mic too. Somewhere down below, there's a subscribe button. You should hit that for more videos like this. We do video games. We're gonna do more stuff like this, hopefully. And this was fun. I had a good time.
It's been fun.
Even if you don't subscribe, we love you guys.
And remember,
Share the love. I almost said spread the love again.